Howdy there, friends. I want to talk to you a little bit about Spotify and getting paid and why my generation and some other people who are starting to become hip to the scam and the con that's been thrusted upon us, why we're so against it. So a young man made a comment on my page about, oh, if you were making the money that the top people were making on Spotify, you wouldn't be so against it. Young man, thank you for your comment, but let me explain something to you. I own 4 homes on 3 different continents. I've traveled the world playing my music. I've lived in different countries over the last 32 years, experienced all of my dreams because I got paid before Spotify. I have a very, very dear friend, we're actually related, who's a huge star in his country. I mean, sold millions of records. Excuse me, by the way, because a bus might go by every once in a while because I'm in a park near my home here in London. So this friend, my cousin, sells millions of records with his band. The band breaks up because the lead guitarist dies and he goes solo. And he's selling, 100,000 records for every solo record, which is a damn lot of records no matter what country you live in. However, as soon as Spotify hit, he and I were meeting and he told me that his sales went from 100,000 per album to 10,000 overnight, just like that. So one of the reasons that we are trying to learn everybody about how we got paid, and granted, we got screwed, right? Like nobody says that we were treated fairly back in the day. There was the mob and there was like shysters and there was all kinds of like cons going on even during our day. But we got paid. There was a mechanical royalty and a royalty per record sales. Now, my royalties per record were $1.52 a record. That was the same royalty that Madonna was getting during the same period. And I thank my lawyer, my barrister, for working out that term. And you got 9 cents a minute for the radio. So if you had a 3-minute song, you got 27 cents if you were the writer of that song. So I got $1.52 a record and 27 cents every time it was played. Now I had a hit record, right? And it got to number 34. I call that a hit. Not a big hit, but still a hit. Got to number 34. It paid my rent that year, right? Like in New York City. Again, all I'm saying is you're being scammed. You're being ripped off. Spotify is a con to make a few people a bunch of money off of our blood. I have no problem with the people who are getting millions and billions of streams and are happy with that. But they'd be happier if they were getting paid. So, to that young man who told me that I guess I'm just another old dude yelling at clouds, I'm not, man. I'm trying to get you paid. I'm trying to get you paid because if all you know is Spotify, then that's all you know. But if you know that you're getting ripped off and you're getting screwed and you could be getting paid, like really paid to where you could have a living wage, that you could bring up a family, own a home and a car, put your kids through college, because that's what we all did. Well, if you knew that, then maybe you wouldn't be so crass and you wouldn't be pointing fingers at us old folks. That's just my perspective from the park here in London, UK, today. Fight for your rights.